Hey Raghav, we're really happy to have you on FAANG. How are you today?
Hi Vrinda, I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm doing good too. So thank you for sharing the LinkedIn tips with us today. We'll go over some of the things in your profile and take some insights from you since you've been a guru here.
Not a guru, but yeah, definitely I can help.
Sure. So Raghav, can you quickly introduce yourself and where you work right now for the record?
Sure. So, hi everyone. This is Raghav. So, I've been in the fintech space for around 5 years, and currently I'm working in FedEx as a financial data analyst. And prior to that, I was working in HSBC Bank as a BI consultant. So, I've been in the data analytics field for more than 5 years. And also, like I'm part of FANG Path, wherein I'm helping the job seekers. To get into FANG Plus companies and also with various other job seeking tips. So yeah, it's my pleasure to be here. So and I'm looking forward to share whatever good knowledge I can. Thank you for
For
having
sure.
me.
For sure. We're happy to have you and take great insights from you. So let's get started with this. What we're going to do is I'll ask you a few questions about what we can improve in your LinkedIn profile, and you can share whatever tips you have with respect to how to gain more branding, more job seeking opportunities through LinkedIn, and what all we can do through LinkedIn. Because a lot of people don't even understand what the power of this platform is in the first place, right? So if you
Yeah,
can first share
that's
what
true.
this platform has the value, what power it has, and then we can go deep dive into it.
So I'll share my personal journey. So like each one of us, like initially LinkedIn was just a job seeking social media platform that I used to use it for. So initially, like that was the main purpose. So since last year, like I've started using it more. So like I just used to use it for searching jobs, internships, and all. And I had just around, I think, around 800 odd followers and connections during that time. And that was also because of my university, wherein like they pushed us to get more than 500 plus followers, because definitely that is a requirement, especially when recruiters look for some job seeker, they usually want it to be more than 500 plus. That's how they get noticed. So that's an important thing. So since last year, I started building a lot of content based on data analytics, data science, and several other job seeking tips. So that helped me to connect and engage with a lot of people. And now I've been able to connect with around 600 people. So it is basically because of the content that I've been creating, and also the way I've been creating a community along with others, especially data science and data analytics community. So it's been a great journey. And personally, I got to learn a lot. And also, I've been listening to a lot of sessions, and that's what motivated me. And I got to know the true value of LinkedIn since then. So yeah, it's been a great journey and learning for me personally.
Definitely, I agree because I think everybody in the pandemic has started using this platform to
Oh yeah.
network because that was the way to network anymore, right? And
Hmm.
that is, I think, somewhere where even I started. I heard a lot of sessions, like you said, on this and that platform. And I learned that it has that power to, connect with people who are already at a position where you might want to be and learn from them. And actually, when I started creating some of the content in the very initial days, also, I started receiving a very overwhelming response. So it made me more, interested to actually create more content on LinkedIn. So I think I resonate with whatever you just said. So I agree. Then next would be how do you set up a good profile? I mean, like you said, recruiters look for somebody who has over 500 connections. But what else do they look for? What are the basic things that we can do to have a more useful profile in terms of how recruiters look at the profiles?
So first of all, like initially, definitely I had a beginner's profile. So I think LinkedIn has different stages wherein, like once you keep building your profile, you reach a certain level and it keeps getting better. So right now I'm at All Star. I think that is the profile which like pops up easily when recruiters look for it. So key factors for that are like how well you have the whole profile built. So basically, a few of the main important things are like the header section, how you can leverage that part, and how you can leverage the about section, and then coming down to the education, experience, certification. So all these different sections, how well you can leverage them, how well you can like showcase your key skill set, and how well you can bring out like what all experience you have. That's what will matter, and that's how it will like show it. It will like improve your level, and from beginner to if you want to reach the all star level, that will improve. And so we can go step by step on how to do that, because these are the key things that will help the job seeker to showcase it to the recruiter, and the recruiter will be easily be able to find you. So these things, these are very small things which you need to take care of, but if you work on those, it will be easy for the job for the recruiters to find you.
Okay. So can you share your profile and share some tips around that?
Yeah,
That'll be
sure.
great for everyone.
Yeah, sure.
I'll keep
Just
asking you lots of questions in the middle so I can improve my profile as
yeah,
well.
sure. Whatever value I can add. So yeah. So So let's go first with the banner. So there are like two types of banners that we can use. In a lot of job seekers have the banner as empty. So that is one thing which shouldn't be done, because banner is a space which can show the expression, like how you what you are doing, and what is your passion and what you're working on. So in my case, it shows like I'm totally into business analytics, data science, and machine learning and data analytics. So the banner shows the complete cover of how what I'm involved into, and what are my main interests, and what is my main passion into. So that is nothing but data analytics and data science, right? So as
Right.
soon as you look into this, you can clearly make it out that it interests me a lot, and these are few things that I'm working on. So this is how I would portray my banner. And even coming to your profile, right? So that is something like we can go to your profile, how well you have kept it simple. Can you see the I
Yes.
just
Yes.
landed on your page. Okay, so coming to your profile too, the banner, it is very simple, yet I'm able to make out what you are interested in, what you are working on, and how you can help the following company, whoever is looking for you, in what way you can work for them, like how you will be helpful for the company. So I can see you are working like good with Alteryx and UI and Python and everything. So it is a very simple, kept in a very simple way, yet it gives the expression that you want to convey to the particular company. So banner plays an important role, and I would definitely suggest job seekers to not leave this space empty, because this is one thing which you can definitely leverage. So this is the first part I would suggest. And then coming to the next one. So what do you think about the banner, by the way?
I was trying to, the idea of creating my banner was that people might not reach below, right? Because they have very less time, especially the recruiters. They have thousands of things to do rather than look at my personal profile. So if they
That
can
is
see
true.
that the first three, within the first frame, I just feel that the banner basically plays like a real estate for me to showcase all that I can do within that first image rather than they have to scroll and understand what this person actually knows down to the skills section, or maybe go back to my
Correct.
activities and understand. So that was my thought
Correct.
process. That's why I put in my big three technologies that I'm interested in, right?
Yeah. So that's what I was talking about. Like either like the first way, like I have put the whole expression, like what I'm into, what I work on, and what are my interests. And the second way would be this. I would definitely suggest this, because you can put in data pipelines, like something like how you, like what is your complete workflow, how you build, like if I'm personally into data analytics. So in our case, it is like the first part would be data cleaning, data pre-processing, and then it comes like we build the workflow, and then the data is pushed to data visualization tool like Tableau or something. So you can put the whole workflow, wherein initial would be data pre-processing, and then what all tools you have been using. So that kind of workflow can also be put on your banner, wherein you can do this designing on the Canva. So it is a very useful thing wherein you can showcase in that way. So I would definitely suggest something like this, and or the way I have put, because banner, you can leverage it in this way, and it will definitely help the job seekers. So,
Definitely.
and
Thank
coming
you.
next to the, sorry, what were you saying?
I just said thank you for appreciating my work.
No, no, not at all. Like, yeah. So coming next to the profile. So as you can see, the profile, the main thing is like it needs to be a clear-cut headshot. So as we can see in your case also, like it's a very clear picture, comes with a headshot, and it's not at all blurred. And even in my case, it's a very clear picture. So that like when the job seekers are looking, they are able to see. And if they know like it's a blurred picture, like that shows like you haven't put in much work into your profile, and that might also give a wrong signal to them. So this is another aspect I would like to discuss. And coming down to the header section. So as you can see in the header section, just a moment. So as you can see, I have put the important skill set, like the key skills that I have, and my areas of interest that I'm into. Because so I've put it as data science, machine learning, AI, Python, Tableau, Alteryx, and also like what other things I do. So I have leveraged this particular space to whatever I can. And this is very important section, I would say, because when recruiters are looking are finding someone, so they would like generally go type in that particular title or roles. And this is what helps the your profile to stand out, because it will your profile will pop up only based on the header section, because that is what because it is mentioned here. And whenever you even search for someone based on this, it shows like on the top of everyone. So definitely you should leverage this part, wherein you can put in the major key skills, and whatever key areas you're working on, and also which company you're working on. If you want, you can put that. We can also have a look at yours. So it's very clearly you have put like you are into RPA. So whenever someone puts like RPA developer, so your profile will be the one which will pop up right at the top, right? So that is why it is important to make the best use of this section. I always like enhance this this particular suggestion, that header and even the award section is something you definitely need to make the best use of. So yeah, what are your thoughts on this? What do you think about the header section? So how do
So
you like leverage it?
that's what I think. I mean, I feel my header section is not very, complete because I don't have all the keywords here. Like everything else that I can do, let's say maybe all tricks or a data analysis position as well. Because I just thought that since I'm more into RPA now, I would like for
Yeah,
people to know me only under RPA and not everything. But if they
that is
want to know
true.
what other skills I have, they can scroll down and kind of find out.
Awesome, awesome. Yeah. So yeah, coming down to the next section would be the about section. Okay, first we can go to the featured section. So even the featured section is something which you need to have, like wherein you can put in all your important achievements and certifications and whatever like you feel that can add value to your profile. You can definitely attach it to this section because it gives more space. And when a recruiter scrolls through your profile, very easily he knows, okay, so this guy is Alteryx certified, he has this particular certification, he has a Tableau certification, because it gives more space and very visually it is clearly visible. So since they don't have much time and they just like scroll through your profile and look at the main points, so this is another section where you should definitely leverage. And whatever key posts or achievements and certifications you have, you need to put it over here, because it is again another level that will add to your all-star profile, right? So yeah.
Exactly.
And yeah, so even like in your case, you have put all the important, wherever you have been recognized, wherever you have achieved something, or the important things that you have done, you have featured here. And I can look at this and say that you are an active person who takes leadership and accountability of things and leads and strives to lead it from the front. So this is what I can clearly make it out just at looking at your featured section, right? So yeah, coming down to the about section. So I have kept it. So about section is something which which a job seeker definitely has to leverage, because it gives around 2,500 characters, and that's a lot, right? 2,500 characters is a lot. So you have a lot of space wherein you can put in a lot of things about yourself. So I would suggest uh, here what I have done is I've put a little bit of summary about me, and then I have mentioned what is my mission. I have then gone to my experience in brief, put in my tech stack, and then put in my soft skills, right? So I've given all the major things, and very easily, like if a recruiter is looking at this, he can easily look, like within a glance he gets to know like what are my key skill set and what are my soft skills also. So this is the space that you need to leverage, wherein you can add in a lot of important things like key skills and key soft skills also, and even the mission and a little bit of summary about yourself. So make the best use regarding this section, because this is a very important section in my view, because it gives a lot of space. So you definitely need to leverage the about section. So yeah, coming to okay. So the next section is, as you can see, the experience part, right? So coming to the experience part, like we see, you need to mention like what your like where all you have worked, and also mention it in the bullet points for your key responsibilities and your key experience. Like in this way, like you have kept it simple, and it's very visually easy for me to see like what all you have worked on, what your key responsibilities are, and it's not like all over the place, right? So that is very important. It is not clustered. So when I'm looking at your profile, like I know that you have worked as a solutions expert in IT applications in Siemens, and also like what your key responsibilities. So I would suggest keep it simple. Have all the bullet points and within your experience, and just include the main key bullet points, and don't add too much of the data also, because not all recruiters will be looking at the complete details of it. So add the main points. So this is
Right.
another suggestion I would like to give. So yeah, what do you think? Do you have any suggestions for the job seekers, like in this particular experience section? Because I see like you have like really kept it very clean and to the point, which I definitely love.
Thank you. So one question I have rather than a suggestion would be, if you look at, my profile on the STEM away, I have added my
Mhm.
certificate and the link as well, which is relevant to that position. And
Yes.
people do that with their LOR as well, specifically for internships. When you get off an internship and you receive an LOR. So my question
Mhm.
would be that let's say somebody who's pretty new in the field, that's pretty like a fresher, or maybe who's on an internship hunt, they don't have a lot of certifications to showcase. So would their certificates and LORs be a good option to add here in the experience section, or would it be a good option to add it in the featured section?
Personally, in my opinion, you can add it here because I have seen a lot of like my friends also adding in this particular section. So I would still say like if you should add it here and also in the featured section because you can't show everything in the featured section because what happens is when you get new certifications or anything, it goes down the ladder, so you have to like see all and then you get to see. So my suggestion, like in this case, you also have a lot of other certifications, right? So in like I would say like add it here and also here. But if you are adding it here and you also want to show it here, that is your choice. But both ways should be good because once you get newer certifications, it goes down. So yeah, that would be my suggestion. And also, if you are talking about recommendations and everything, better to get recommendations here, like if possible, because not everyone is on LinkedIn, especially the professors who like provide the LORs and stuff. So you can add it in your experience section and also if possible here, because recommendations is something which definitely leverages your profile. So yeah, so coming back to this, okay, we can go through my experience section also. So I have kept it like similar to yours. I've added the bullet points and everything. And so, yeah. So coming back to the education section, so wherein you can showcase where you like the basic information, but along with that, I would also suggest to add the coursework because important subjects like the key subjects like main subjects which uh, your current core interests are in, so definitely include those in the education section, right? And then licenses and certifications is something you need to include whatever wherever you have been certified, definitely add it here. So nothing, it's a straightforward thing. You just have to add it and nothing more than that, right? And coming to the volunteer experience, so again in the volunteer experience section, this is something like a lot of us do not bother much about, correct? So instead of just including where you have worked as a volunteer, you need to like specify, like in your case, right? You have very well explained how like what you have done in that particular role that you were a volunteer for. So
Yeah.
I would suggest like add the important points, don't fill too much again, just keep it simple. Add like 2 to 3 bullets here and uh, let the recruiter know like what you have done in that particular position, and that is again a good action to take. And next, coming to the skills and endorsement, so have your top 3 skills and then you can add up to I think 50 skills, complete
Yeah.
totally 50 skills you can add. So try to like give endorsement and definitely you will get endorsement. So if you feel like, but bring in your top 3 skills here. So try to give your friends endorsement and they will also give you endorsement if they feel that you are good at it. So I'm sure like, and bring have the top 3 skills here. So this is another section that you can leverage by getting and giving endorsements, right? And then coming down to the recommendation part, this is a very important part. So whenever you're working in any company, my suggestion is get a recommendation from your manager. even if it is an internship, like if you can, that will definitely help if he is on LinkedIn. So try to get more recommendations, and at least three recommendations is ideal. So that will again put forward your profile, and it will bring you closer to the all star, right? So yeah, next thing, yeah, accomplishments and all, once you add, it will showcase here. So here you have added like what all projects you have done and the organizations. So try to leverage this profile, this part also, because it is another step towards the all star. And then yeah, so yeah, any other suggestions that you have, that which you want to share?
I think I back me up if I'm wrong here, Raghav, but I think that in the endorsement section, one thing that I've seen people do wrong is that they endorse all the skills. I
Oh
mean, if
yeah,
there are 50 skills for someone, you can't know them for all the skills. You can only know
that
them
is
for
true.
two skills. So try and make
Yeah.
it legitimate. It just endorse them for two or three skills at a time, or maybe four, five, but don't endorse everybody for all the 50 skills. So that's one thing that I think is important to think about.
That's a very, very good point actually, because like if you are endorsing like every one of your friends for all the skills that they have, that shows that you are not authentic in doing that. So, and you want to receive something in return. So that is not a good practice, and I would suggest stay away from doing something like that, and just endorse for three to five skills at the max, because
Right.
more than that it doesn't, and you don't even know like if they, if like more than that, if you don't even know if that person is proficient in that or not. So yeah, I would definitely suggest that too.
Definitely. So that's something that I've seen a lot of
So
people do.
yes, yes, true. And then one more important aspect is having having the LinkedIn link, right? So, like in your case and my case, it is you need to customize it. So, this particular thing, even like I just have the first name and the last name. A lot of them have, it's something like non-customized, and it is having numbers and everything, right? So I would suggest like have a customized format for that, in which there is only the first name and the last name. So this is another suggestion I would like to give. And so yeah, so coming to the building of the profile, these are the common steps that you need to follow, like from the top till the bottom. It I in my opinion, put in the work, and it shouldn't take that long, because usually we are like it will take a lot of time, and we don't end up working on that, right? So do start, build it step by step, and your profile will definitely, it will go from a beginner to the all star, and it will be visible once you leverage each section in the right way and make the best use of every section. So that is what I wanted to share. And other than that, so also like since last 1 year, right, like I was around 800 connections, and then I went to like around 6,000 just within few months. So that is all because the content I was sharing. So my main intention was to share with the job seekers and everyone in my LinkedIn connections, to provide the best value that I can, to add value. And also, I was engaging on a regular basis, and creating content on a very consistent basis. So these are the key things that I followed, and it helped me in my journey to build a good community wherein I have people from data analytics, data science, machine learning, and it's a two-way thing, right? Wherein I learn from them, I add value, they learn from me. So in that way, it's something. It's just not about job seeking, I would say, but also about learning and sharing and building the community. So yeah, these are the things that I wanted to share with you, and I hope this adds value to the job seekers.
Definitely, definitely, Raghav. These are very important points. I think, you've shared a bunch of important things. You went over almost every section of the profile that can be important and, can be used as real estate because,
Yeah,
your resume is already there, but LinkedIn is so much more than that, that you can showcase your personality with it. And people don't understand the power of this platform because, like you said initially, it has so much
very
power to
true.
create a brand behind that name.
Correct, correct. Also, it's like since I built my profile in the right way, right? I started getting a lot of opportunities in my mails. Like they directly reach out to me on LinkedIn or my email based on my profile, and that too from really good companies, right? So this is very important. And once you and one more mistake that I observed is a lot of them just put their resume on LinkedIn and or the content which they have on the resume directly onto the LinkedIn. That is not the right way, I would say, because it is just another platform which you can leverage in the right way. So you can add a lot of content which is not on your resume, right? So lot of that can be put on your LinkedIn profile, and LinkedIn gives a lot of space to add all these. So why not make the best use of this particular platform when it also shows gives the results, especially to the job seekers. So yeah, I would definitely suggest to follow all these practices and would be happy if it helps.
Of course, of course. I think you've given me some pointers for myself also. So I'm going to go back and redo a few things for myself because I love how you wrote your, header mainly because I
Yeah,
have very
thank you
few
so
terms of
much.
header. I have
Yeah,
very few
I
terms of
also
header.
got to learn from your profile. So yeah, it's a two-way thing always.
No, I don't think so, but thank you. So
Yeah,
thank you for sharing that, Raghav. This is really helpful. These are very deep insights. I think all the job seekers out there looking at this video will definitely be helped a lot. And guys, now that you have seen through all this video, you can always, of course, connect with Raghav. You now know his custom
sure. Yeah,
URL
you
also.
can connect to me on LinkedIn. I'll be happy to help on your profile too.
Of course, he's a mentor with FAANG. He's been doing an amazing job with us for a while now. So he is always there to help out all the job seekers land better positions. He himself is working, and like he said, he's been getting things in his messages. So if you follow all these tips, even everybody can get that. So just try using the platform to the best it has, and you'll be out there looking for a job. And a lot of recruiters will be looking out for you, I believe.
Yep, yep, for sure. So once you like build your profile and make the best use of it, I'm sure like you will be getting a lot of offers and everything because LinkedIn is something like it directly is shows to the recruiters, and when you leverage it to the best use and recruiters can easily like they can search your profile. So I am sure like once you make the best use of it, you will reap the benefits.
Thank you so much for sharing this, Raghav, and taking out the time to talk with us today.
Thank you so much, Rinda, for having me, and definitely we'll do more of these sessions in the future, I'm sure.
For sure, for sure. We'd love to have you and learn more from you in terms of how you're using LinkedIn. What is the kind of content you're creating? Maybe we can talk about that next time and how people can use that to their leverage.
Sure, sure, sure. Always a pleasure.